Right, so in this video, I'll be showing you the top 5 beginner functions that you should know in Excel, and this consists of the sum, average, count, round, and the max min functions. So let's start off with our first function here, which is the sum function. And the sum function is used to take the total of a total values of a data set. So it just adds up all the values in a data set. So we simply just press equals and type in sum, and we select all the values and press enter. And so this gives us the total of the data set. Now we could do this manually by doing the following here. So we could take the first value plus the second value plus the third value like this, and it would give us the exact same number. So that's for the sum function. Now moving on to the average function. So the average, like as the name implies, takes the average of the data set or the mean of the data set. So we can do this by pressing equals, typing in average like this, and selecting in all of our data values here. And we get that the average score from this data set is 85. Again, we can do this manually just to see how this function works. So we put in brackets, we add up all these functions here like this, and we divide it by 3 since there's 3 data values. So, and we get the same results. Now moving on to the third function, which is count. So the count function allows you to count, or allows you to find out the amount of data points there are in a data set. And so this means it's not really the value, but more of how many scores, for example, are there, or how many names are there, right? So let's just see how this function works here. We press equals, type in count like this, and we select all of these values here like this, and we press enter. And so we get that there are 11 total data points in this entire data set, right? So this can be useful, for example, if you want to count, for example, let's say you're asked to score all these exams, and you want to figure out how many exams you have to score. And from here, we would find out that we have to score 11 exams, right? Right, so that's how the count function works. Now the round function is used to round up numbers. And so the round function is, let's say, for example, we have 12.49 and we want to round up the number to its to the nearest whole number. So we would type in round, select the number, and here we can choose the number of digits we want. So if we want to round up to the nearest whole number, we would choose 0, and that's because it would give us no decimal points in the back. If we copy the formula down, we get that 5.52 rounded up to the nearest whole number is 6, because again, if it's a 0.5 or above, it will round up. If it's below that, it will round down. Now we can also choose how many decimal points we want. So let's just take this formula here, and let's say we want 1 decimal point. So this would give us 12.5 because it rounds up the 4 here to 5. If we copy this down here, we get the similar result, right, where it rounds down to 5.5, and that's because well, it's 5.52. Again, if it's below 0.5, then it will round down. Okay, so that's for the round function, and the last function is the max and min functions here. So let's just scoot over here a bit. And so the max function is used to find out the highest or largest value in a data set. And so obviously, just by looking at it, we can see that it's 85. But you know, if you have a huge data set, Excel can do this much easier for us instead of us having to look at it, you know, one by one by one. And so we just press equals, type in max, and we get the following here. So the highest or the largest value in the data set is 85. Now the min function, as the name implies, is the opposite of the max function. So it finds the minimum value or the smallest value in the data set. So just press equals, type in min, select our data set here, and press enter. And so we get that the smallest value in the data set is 45. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.